What is going on, guys? Welcome back to week number 1, part number 2. Gonna show you guys the Battlehawks and the Tennessee Volunteers stats because we didn't show them in the last video at the very end.
Good one.
Yeah, sorry, screw up.
Oh well.
But yeah, I mean, you guys can see the stats here. I mean, pretty lackluster effort offensively for the Battlehawks. Defensively, they could have played a little bit better, but...
Yeah, a lot of rushing yards I see given up. But you know what? We're going to skip right ahead to the opener for the Nebraska State Prairie Dogs.
Right,
and
kind of our backyard.
Yeah, that wasn't the best start in the world.
Coach is all pissed off.
Could have been a safety.
Yeah.
Oh,
That sets the tone,
okay.
man. What are you doing?
Whatever. I don't know. This team is they're tough to play with. I mean, they're not that good.
Talk about Trevor Rooney, the quarterback here, and Frankie Pritchett.
All right, well, Pritchett is not very explosive. He doesn't quite have a lot of speed. Rooney, not that fast. Doesn't have the best arm in the world. There's Yarborough.
Nice little moves there. Break off a tackle.
I like it. Now
There's Monson.
James Monson. Playing with him over the course of the game showed a little more explosiveness. It might be leading towards getting him more touches.
Yeah, he did. Look at that play.
And that's the third running back, Shazon Graves, gets credit for the first touchdown of the season for the Prairie Dogs. So we are 1 for 1.
Oh, here's Shanka, who made a big hit on Flacco, but they're going to throw the flag, and they're actually going to call him for roughing the passer.
Ooh. Now, is that a freshman mistake? We have the freshman, Joey Shanka. He's a huge dude. Dad played college football in Nebraska State.
Oh, bad play there on defense.
Yes.
I wouldn't probably have given him a flag for that. I mean, he probably just looks more intimidating than he really is. But look at this. Look at this. Flacco just throws it up there, and Anton Curtis goes up and makes a play.
Yeah. Now, that is Joe Flacco's brother, in case anybody's interested. Buster Bronco likes it. Okay, so back to Rooney. We're running the option.
Oh, God.
And the
Fumble.
ball just pops up.
Wow. So screw up. The first real screw up. Actually, this probably I would consider that the second after that flag thrown on Shanka.
Yeah.
That's probably the second.
Well, Shanka gets a sack here. Ball goes back to Rooney, and horrible throw.
Mistake number 3.
Yeah, this is getting really bad, really fast. You guys can probably guess what's coming next.
Touchdown.
Franklin up the middle.
24-7 right now.
I don't know what's going on. So, Tanner Brenneman makes the catch, but we make a switch. We're going with the freshman Willis just because Rooney was so bad. I mean, why not? Let's see what Willis can do here. Throw him again to Brenneman.
A little bit different of a coaching strategy versus what we saw with Carter Ashey in the last video for Little Rock.
Yeah, we're being a little more aggressive. Going to Higbee, so our touchdowns go to the number 3 running back and the fullback. No Frankie Pritchett, no Rooney, no nothing.
That's a good point.
So we're down by 10. He's going to make this kick here to go up 27-14. Now Willis, what do you got? Willis?
Oh, nice move. I guess he's got that star for a reason, playmaker.
He's pretty solid wide receiver. I like Michael Swam. So we're running the option with Willis a little bit here too.
That's a freshman mistake. You probably shouldn't have juked.
Well, it got him some yards.
First and goal here after Graves' first down, and then Willis pounds it in for a touchdown. You guys are kind of coming back in it a little bit, 27-21, and then this field goal, he missed it.
No good.
Missed it.
We're still alive here. Okay, we're down by 6. Willis is going to roll out.
Oh.
And he didn't get rid of the ball.
Freshman mistake again. And then look at this play. Almost intercepted. That would have...
That would have been really bad. Here's Flacco dropping back. I got Shanka in coverage, but that was a horrible idea.
Look at that. Just a huge play there. Down the middle. And then Jarvion Franklin gets another touchdown in.
Well, the thought there, I was thinking screen. Then there was no screen. Shanka's in coverage. And that means no pressure on Flacco, which means he just flipped it to the wide open guy. So we're down by 12.
The 2-point conversion was no good, and here's Swan making some more plays for his freshman quarterback. 1st and 10 now, and Willis is, throwing into some heated heated coverage there.
Right.
Unbelievable. 2nd and 6, and then Bourgeois makes this catch for a first down. So you're coming back a little bit. Got to get the score. 1st and goal, and Willis going to get sacked. 2nd and goal now.
Yeah, nothing really came open for him on that play. Now he's getting pressured again.
And then a huge shift in momentum here as this interception.
Yeah, the turnovers are really killing them right now. We do get the ball back after a quick stop. Willis throwing downfield to Bourgeois. Okay, so
4th and 10.
Now it's 4th and 10. Oh, and he throws the ball away.
He freaks out. He must have lost track of the downage.
Yeah, he just went to, well, me. I just reverted to instinct. I made a mistake like a Prairie Dog would. You know, like a Nebraska State player would make that kind of mistake.
Yes. So there's Jarvion Franklin on you call the punt block, trying to stop the run, and then, you know, your guy just got pushed. He was getting ready to make the tackle, and he just got pushed down. And
honestly, it was probably in my best interest to let them score anyway at that point. So kind of worked out. But we're marching down the field here, and Willis connects with Highshaw for a touchdown. Okay. We're down by 12.
Got to get this onside. Minute 23 left, down 12, and then they do not. So, I mean,
let's see what we got here.
You got one timeout with 3 minutes with 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10, and they're throwing the ball.
Yeah, very, very questionable play call here, and then a field goal attempt is going to be wide right.
Not even close. And now Willis is throwing downfield again. Finds his favorite target, Drekenan.
Are the Dogs going to make a comeback?
Ooh, maybe we might.
Look at this throw to Drekenan for the touchdown. 42-yard bomb.
I like it. Here is the game, folks.
And still, it goes back to Watson, and you know you're down 5. Now it's 1st and 10. Now you still have one timeout to play with.
We need a fumble.
Franklin gets hit hard. He's still searching for that turnover, that fumble. 2nd and 9 now after using a timeout. A flag is thrown after this tackle.
We got a hold.
If it's on Western Michigan, it stops the clock, and it is.
Yeah, and we decline because we don't want them to have the extra down to play with. Tackle made on Franklin.
Big tackle. 4th and 7 now. They have to give you the ball back.
Okay.
I mean, I guess you could run around with it, maybe throw it up in midair. I don't know.
I think that's what they would have done, unless they had a Michigan
one play
MSU
left
situation. All right, Willis, what do you got? What do you got, buddy?
Throw it! Oh.
He's got nothing.
Sack to end the game. The freshman quarterback, he's pretty polarizing right now. He's making a lot of big plays that Rooney just seemingly could not do. But then again, he's also making a lot of freshman mistakes.
Right, well, I mean, if Rooney is going to make mistakes like a freshman, you might as well put in the real freshman and let him get better. I mean,
that's true.
Throwing the ball with Willis was a lot easier, so we're thinking that it's only week 1. We're 0-1. We lost to a MAC team. Might be time to make that switch already, so we're going to kind of just forget that just happened and
go up under the rug.
Go up to Camp Randall, and we're going to watch the Denver Institute of Technology take on Wisconsin.
Did you know that mascot's name is Bucky?
Yeah, absolutely.
Bucky the Badger.
So Alex Hornibrook here goes to Fumagalli. Yeah, he loved Fumagalli.
It's a big catch for 22 yards, 3rd and 8, and then look at that strike. Stepanski.
Oh, yeah, in our previews, we were talking up the safety, Cade Stepanski, and he's one of the top.
Look at that.
Yeah, he's just nowhere. He was nowhere.
He was looking at Hornibrook the whole time.
Yeah. So this is the first look here at Drekenan Timmons. He's he's an option quarterback. Got a rocket arm, not the most accurate in the world. So he's going to do a lot of damage with his legs, but let's see what Hornibrook does.
There's Stepanski again, can't make the tackle, and is the quarterback Hornibrook going to take it all the way? He is! He's going to go for a touchdown.
That's totally embarrassing. You should just quit football right now, Cade. That was horrible. We talked him up like he was
3 yards for Hornibrook.
Well, Drekenan Timmons, you got company with the running quarterbacks. So he's going to throw this away. Field goal is good.
14-3 now. I mean, this is not a good start for Denver Tech right here, but 2nd and 9, now 3rd and 6 after a good open field tackle there. Chris James with a 1-yard loss, so that's, again, a good defensive play. 17-3 after this long field goal is made. Denver Tech gets the football back, and look at Timmons, man. That's like the 3rd throw thus far in this game that's been not very good. And then there's a missed assignment by the running back, but Timmons takes it himself but fumbles the football. Luckily, Cooley was there to pick it up. He gets hurt on the play, and Beverly comes in.
Right, so they have a big quarterback prospect in Alex Matkovich that they're not going to burn his season. So they are redshirting him all the whole way. Blaine Beverly, technically the 3rd best quarterback on the team, comes in, scores a touchdown. All right. Yeah, and so defense is stepping up too. So I like where our defense is looking right now.
They're still in this game.
It doesn't feel like they should be, right?
No, exactly. And I'm not sure how they're still in it. It's probably just because of the big plays that Wisconsin has had to get to these scores.
Right.
And, Denver Tech has not had that quite yet. But look at this bomb.
Ooh,
but it's deflected by Jamerson.
Yep. So at the end of the half, Denver's only down 7. I guess they'll take it. I mean, it was looking ugly there for a while.
Well, it's been like you said, though. I mean, Timmons has got the arm. He's showing it off, but he's just not accurate whatsoever. So here's a 2nd and 3 play, and Timmons is going to take this for about 7. 3rd and 12 now, and a screen pass yet again, just not accurate.
Right, so we got to get the football back. Although, man, underrated defensive unit here.
Yes.
For the rush. I like their defense a lot.
That's a nice throw by Timmons right there. 21 yards to Woodstrom. 1st and goal right now, and then Timmons gonna punch it in.
All right. And Woodstrom is he's a pretty good tight end prospect. We're liking how he projects in the future.
1st and 10 is now becoming another 1st down. Just 10 yards on that play for Hornibrook and the Badgers, and then Chris James a 3-yard rush. 3rd and goal now. Tie football game here late in the 3rd quarter.
And
tie no more. Bradrick Shaw with a touchdown.
No chance against that Wisconsin offensive front. A lot of big guys up there. You know they're going to get their push if they need to get 1 yard. So
Timmons wants to try to put this game on his shoulders right here and right now. Look at this. Look at this run. Look at that huge run for Holly.
Jarquez Holly and Schmidt. I mean, these guys are good. They run the Oregon-style offense with a lot of the spread option, and they run it really, really well.
3rd and inches after that big play. Timmons still in at quarterback, and Holly gonna punch it into the end zone. So this game is tied yet again. So it just keeps going back and forth, back and forth. Pressure on Hornibrook on the screen play. James is only gonna get 1 yard, so it's gonna go back to Denver Tech. But Beverly's back in the game. 3rd and 3, pass incomplete. Gonna be 4th and 3. Wisconsin gets the football back, and Hornibrook gonna get sacked. It's gonna be 2nd and 18. They will give the ball back to Denver Tech as they don't get another 1st down. And look at Beverly gets it's dropped. That would have been a huge play. Timmons comes back into the game on 3rd and 1. And look at the work that he's just about getting ready to do here. Look at this. Boom.
Go.
Look at he's making teammates on defense fall over themselves.
We should note that Timmons is nursing an injury in this game, so he is trying to be the best warrior that he can be.
Yeah.
Going back out on the field when the team needs him the most. And they are trying to run this clock down a little bit. Tied game, 37 seconds.
It's looking good right here, man. It's looking good for Denver Tech. 1st and goal, man in motion, and the handoff goes to Holly for the touchdown. It's going to be 31-24. Wisconsin's got, They wasted all that time. They got 2 seconds. They got one play.
Yeah, one crack at it. And he's throwing up a floater.
Oh my goodness.
And it's caught.
Yeah. Jazz Peavy for 52 yards, but that's what happens with those floaters. I mean, you risk it's got a higher chance of a catch, but maybe, you're not gonna get any yards after the catch.
Right. So Drekenan Timmons, after a pretty shaky start to that game, gets the player of the game nods with 164 yards rushing. So we might have seen the beginning of his Heisman campaign, perhaps. Maybe getting a little ahead of ourselves here.
He's definitely got to get the arm accuracy going, though.
You might have a point. So we're going to check in now. Midland State is going to go into Death Valley, the Midland State Mustangs.
Go LSU! I mean, what?
Ugh, don't. Why are you cheering against Midland?
I like LSU. Oh. I've always liked LSU. Whatever. But I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Midland, the Mustangs, they got to get this W.
Oh, yeah.
You can't have that guy trash talking you over you like that.
We need it for the Big 12.
2nd and 4, and then Jamal Pettigrew gets this 12-yard reception. 1st and 10, and then Derrius Guice is trying to fight for extra yardage there, and he's not, I mean, positive yardage even, and he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And then Etling is going to get sacked for 3 yards.
Yes, somehow Danny Etling got an NFL free agent contract.
I don't know. I don't know
this
how.
This is one of those mysteries.
I mean, they must like his grindiness.
I guess.
3rd and goal after that huge play. And then a touchdown pass to Derek Dillon for 7 yards out. 5 of 5 for Etling for 65 and a score.
All right, CJ Wicks, what do you got? We need a response.
Nice throw.
1st down.
Good throw to Myron Eckert for 12 yards.
I should know. I don't know if we've pointed this out, but Midland State has like 7 wide receivers on their depth chart that are 84 and better, or something in that nature.
Then CJ Wicks needs to be not running those plays.
I agree, because
fumbles.
Yeah. We need to just give the ball to Keller or just throw it. I don't want CJ Wicks running out in open space against those athletes at LSU.
I was just going to say, against an SEC team like that, no, you don't want to be running your quarterback like that unless you are super athletic and you can make things happen. If you can match their athleticism, then do it. Otherwise, just throw the freaking football.
All right, good coverage there by Seidenstricker. Probably the best defensive player on this team, I would say.
Oh.
And Wicks takes another shot.
But that's 2 fumbles that one has been lost. But look at Streckenrider here.
Seidenstricker.
Oh, yeah.
Close.
What? What is it?
Donovan Seidenstricker.
Guys, Seidenstricker.
Look at that. Look at that name.
Look at that.
All right, good pick, man. So he sets them up. He does his job. Now Wicks delivers to Jared Harper. Bam.
You guys saw him in the hype video.
I hope you guys did. So Harper, #1 target on the team, gets wide open in that end zone.
And he's just walking towards the cameras like it was nothing. Like, hey, you see me? You see me? There's Guice getting dropped for a 5-yard loss. It's going to be 2nd and 15.
He can't do anything against it. And, you're talking about this defensive front with Stokes King and with there's a couple other guys that are really good on this defensive front. So Midland State is holding their own. But DJ Chark here, another good receiver, good weapon.
Just got burned on the press coverage. Etling's now 10 for 13 for 131. I mean, he's not doing too bad. Could be doing better with the yardage, but...
And now, something happened with our recording footage, and we lost back-to-back touchdowns. DJ Chark caught one, and then Wicks threw one to the tight end Devin Irons. So we have to skip ahead, unfortunately, to the late 3rd. And Wicks threw one to Rex Austin for the touchdown. So it is now 21-14.
And the Tigers are going to put 3 points back up on the board. So now they're down 4. Midland State in control here. Wicks on the option. Wow. That was actually really well executed right there to Claudio Keller.
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, we're putting the ball in his hands against this defensive front. And
Oh my goodness.
Wicks he needs to take care of the football here. Don't do anything crazy.
3rd and 12, and look at that wide open is Gerard Harper for 32 yards. He loves bombing it to this guy.
Wicks, I mean, look at the efficiency, though. 187 yards, and he's thrown for 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean...
So, pretty cool.
What was he? 21 of 27 at that point, too? I mean, or 21 of 28? I mean, yeah, like the efficiency, like you're saying, is just off the charts right now against this team.
Yep. And Guice is stopped again. Nothing going for Guice. Etling's going to throw off his back foot. Lame duck throw.
Just wait till Midland plays Odessa.
Ooh.
The efficiency's, he's not going to miss a pass.
Probably not. So here's Wicks getting hit.
Oh, no.
And as soon as we say that,
oh, no.
This football's going the other way.
No. Catch him. Oh, God.
That's not good. That is not good.
Grant Delpit for the pick 6. And now Wicks is blemished.
Yeah, and LSU's going to go for 2 here. Trying to make it a 3-point game.
And they got it.
They get it. Okay, LSU now back with the football late 4th. Down by 3. Our defense needs a big stop here.
1:58 left to go. 2nd and 5, and Etling is not going to find his receiver there. So it's going to force a 3rd and 5. So Midland defense, get to him. They do. It was going to be a screen pass, and they got to him in time. And Midland, all they got to do is run the clock out.
Yeah, and LSU... That set up at 4th and 17, and Ed Orgeron decides to punt the ball away with less than a minute and a half left.
Right.
And 3 timeouts. Super conservative call. I mean, even at 4th and 17, I kind of want to just take my shot. But,
right. Because what you and I were talking about after this game was that, yeah, you want to take your shot.
Okay, Broken Arrow takes care of Tulsa. So we are... looking at 79 passing yards.
That's a Drew Snyder game. That's terrible.
In Snyder, he's not a passer. He runs the option. That's really all he can do. Tremaine Chapman, though, was a huge part of that offense. See D'Angelo Brewer with a decent game. Kansas A&M. Okay.
Close game.
Claw out a victory against UConn.
Overtime, too.
That's a very Kansas A&M kind of result, isn't it?
Yeah.
They did get 277 yards rushing, so you do like to see that. What do you think of Noah Shepard's performance here?
I thought he could perform. I think he can perform better than that. I mean, that's a pretty pedestrian line, but as far as rushing yards went, Jacob Fritz and Chris Golston, they did their part. Now,
Very good stuff.
Here's an interesting one. Amarillo loses to Iowa State. Remember when we were talking about this?
Yeah.
We said that
it's hard to like Amarillo's offense.
I
have no problem with Russell Springer. He's fine. Solid quarterback all around. Although you're looking at stat line here, that was bad. But Rayshon Beckham, I don't think they're going to get much out of him. Wide receivers aren't that stellar.
Did you see his longest rushing yard was 9 yards?
Yeah.
It's just not explosive enough.
Right. Amarillo needs some work here.
Surprise of the week for me. I mean, yeah, like you said in our private talks, yeah, it's UMass, but for me, I mean, this is surprising to me.
Yeah, and if you look at the box score, I mean, we pretty much have Shreveport's rushing tendency set all the way to run. So kind of interesting that Wingo got 18 touches and Allen, the backup, got 22. So interesting situation. I was hoping Wingo could have piled on about 200 yards in that game, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, it will eventually.
Right.
He'll get there.
Odessa tacks on 480 yards of offense here against San Jose State. Defense actually plays pretty well. They forced 3 fumbles here.
That's big time.
Yeah, and Flynn, I have to assume that means he got knocked out of that game, and they went with Kraft, the backup quarterback. So Flynn is okay, though. We did check the injury report. Livingston and Endicott, I like the receivers. Endicott at tight end. Played pretty well. Odessa off to a good start here.
It's surprising to me that Odessa played well on defense, though. That's my biggest takeaway.
Yep. So what are your week 1 takeaways here?
Week 1 takeaways. I would probably say that Kansas A&M winning close against the UConn team that they probably could have shut down easier than that. That's a big takeaway for me. It's more so, I think this week really you could sum this thing up by the teams that won or lost close. Those are the teams that you're probably trying to project forward as to saying what the heck is going on.
Yeah, like we're still getting a feel. Because like we said, I mean, Broken Arrow doesn't project to be a great team, and they beat Tulsa by 3. So you're kind of wondering, like, how good can Broken Arrow be if they're going to beat Tulsa, if they're going to score 13 points against Tulsa?
Right.
Or how good can Camu be if they're going to beat UConn and Notre Dame?
Right.
I like that result for Shreveport, though.
Yeah, they did what they needed to do. And honestly, I didn't expect them to score 35 points.
Yeah, just because they're at ball control, just run all the time and see what happens. So, and as for the games that have been played, I think we already talked about it. I mean, ACU looks unstoppable, and Little Rock needs to work on the offense. Ardmore, I like how you guys played. Yeah,
it was a solid victory because both sides of the ball really picked it up when we needed it to.
Right. So, now what's your opinion about Nebraska State? Because our next 3 non-conference games, we're playing Minnesota at home, then we get Bowling Green and Purdue. So tell me if you think we're gonna win one or more of those games.
I think that you'll win both games. I think that Nebraska State will win both games.
Well, we got 3.
I'm talking Minnesota and Purdue. You'll beat Minnesota and Purdue.
Okay.
Who's your third game?
Bowling Green.
Bowling Green. Okay, you'll win all 3 games.
Really?
Yep. You will win all 3 games. That's my opinion. But in practicality, if you do lose one game, I'm probably thinking that you will lose to Minnesota over Purdue or Bowling Green. And I say that because Minnesota can do more than one thing. They can run it, they can power run it.
Okay.
And they can throw it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, if Willis plays like he did in the second half, if Willis played that entire game, I think we'd beat Western. So yeah, I think that's a takeaway there. Let us know what you guys think. Is it too soon to pull the plug on Rooney, or do we just say, hey, we're 0-1. We're not making a bowl game unless we win a couple of these non-conference games. Let's just roll with Willis and just be done with it. So, okay, so now we are going to.
Do you want to do? We got to do comment of the week.
That'll be Wednesday. But yeah, we're announcing that contest. So whoever leaves an interesting comment,
either the most interesting or the most comical,
or whatever, we're gonna feature your comment with your permission, of course, and it'll be posted on Wednesday. So we're gonna check in with you guys Wednesday. But before we do that, let's look at our week 2 games. And we're going to start here. We got BYU at Denver. Okay. Broken Arrow at UNC. I'm going to be interested to see what Heel Boy thinks about that. What do you think here? Minnesota, Nebraska State.
I'm on the fence about it. Let's just say that.
Okay. Well, I think Little Rock, Amarillo, Odessa. I definitely think Little Rock, Amarillo are set up to rebound. You get Louisiana, Lafayette. Pretty easy game there. Interesting road test, though. We got Shreveport at A&M. Not that big of a differential here.
Well, you keep saying that, but I'm still going to pick Shreveport to lose that game.
Okay.
Even though they scored 35.
Yep. And McAllen's going to go at Baylor, and then ACU plays TCU.
Yeah. So what do you think? Who's your picks? Who do you got?
Who am I going to pick here? Well, I think Denver will win. I'm going to say North Carolina. I'm going to take myself. I'm confident with Willis. Even though I just lost that game, I'm confident with Willis. I think Little Rock, Amarillo, Odessa, Ardmore, those are automatic, nearly automatic victories. And as much as I'm hyping it up, I think A&M will slip by Shreveport. And then I think McAllen and ACU win. That's going to be McAllen's debut next week. So I think people will be excited to see how they play.
Yeah, I think just from looking at here, I'm probably gonna agree with you. I think it's Denver Tech, North Carolina. I'm on the fence about that one, but I'll take you.
Okay.
Little Rock, Amarillo. I'm on the fence about UTEP and Odessa, but
that could be close. But...
Yeah, right. But if I had to pick, it would be Odessa just because of the offense. Ardmore, A&M. McAllen, and ACU might be in for a test here against TCU.
Okay. So now so the format, we're gonna check in with you guys Wednesday. We're gonna get some pregame comments from the coaching staff at ACU regarding their game upcoming against TCU. We're gonna check in with some practice with Shreveport, Nebraska State, and Ardmore. So you guys are going to see what they're working on. And I think I just spoiled it. The game of the week will be Shreveport at A&M. So we'll see what happens there. We're going to just see how they're doing. See what the game plan is.
Yeah, so I hope you guys like that format for Wednesday videos. We'll do some recruiting as well. We'll only show 3 teams at a time for recruiting, just so that it's not like... it's not taking 20 minutes just for recruiting. We'll show three this Wednesday, then 3 next Wednesday, and then another 3, and then that way it's just constantly recycling so you guys can get updates on who's doing what and who's going where. And for the practices, it's not always going to be if we show a team's practice, that's who we're going to show in the next game. It's just showing you guys some of the things that they're working on, just some storylines and all that, so that makes it kind of a little bit more immersive.
Right. And I think as the season progresses, we'll get a better grasp on kind of storylines, like you said, where what's going on with this guy, and we throw something out there and you guys make up a story or whatever. We're not quite at that stage yet because we got 1 week of sample size, so
right.
But we'll have some interesting stuff down the road that we'll kind of talk about on Wednesdays.
Yeah, so I think that's it for this episode.
All right.
We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Post in the comments below, what were your thoughts on week 1? What did you like? What didn't you like about your teams, about other teams? What is something that you spotted in some of these games that might be of worth to everyone else? Is there a tendency that you started seeing in a team? Are they running on passing downs? Things like that. We want to know. Be good for storylines. So, guys, we'll see you next Wednesday. Leave a like if you like this thing, and if you're new to this channel and you like it and you love it and you want more of it, you know what you got to do. Hit that little red button for subscribe or my logo, and I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, peace.